Hello dear students. This is Mrs. Pavitra Ashok. Welcome back to English class. Nature has given us many gifts such as forest, mountains, oceans and streams, colorful flowers, animals, birds, insects, sky, and even clouds. Yes, even clouds are the gifts of nature. They look so beautiful in the sky. Dear students, in this session, we'll understand the poem The Cloud, written by Percy Bysshe Shelley. Let's know about Percy Bysshe Shelley or P.B. Shelley. He was born on August 4, 1792, Horsham, United Kingdom. The most notable books are Ozymandias, Adonais, Ode to the West Wind, and many more. He died on July 8, 1822, Lerici, Italy. Students, please open your textbook. Pre-reading task. Clouds are the gift of nature. They wander at their will in the sky. There are different types of clouds, viz. The nimbus, the stratus, and the cumulus. Generally, they form over the seas and transform themselves into raindrops or hailstones depending upon the wind pattern. Can you imagine our life without clouds and rain? Please look at second line. There are different types of clouds. VIZ, viz means that is or namely, is also pronounced as it is spelled viz. There are different types of clouds, namely the nimbus, the stratus, and the cumulus. Nimbus clouds are large and they have a greyish-black color. Dark grey cloud that often produces rain or snow. You can see the picture of nimbus cloud on the screen. Stratus clouds. Cloud forming a continuous grey sheet, often with rain or snow. They often cover the entire sky. You can see the picture of stratus cloud on the screen. Next one is cumulus. They look like rounded masses, like cotton. You can see the picture of cumulus clouds on the screen. The clouds wander at their will in the sky. Wander means move about aimlessly or in a leisure way. We all know that water gets evaporated from ocean, seas, streams, river, or from any other water resources and form as clouds in the sky. Then they come down to the earth in the form of rain, moisture, hail, or snow. Do you know what is hailstone? Hailstone is a small hard ball of ice falls from the sky like rain. I am going to read the poem Cloud. Please follow as I read. I bring fresh showers for the thirsting flowers from the seas and the streams. I bear light shade for the leaves when laid in their noonday dreams. From my wings are shaken the dews that waken the sweet birds everyone, when rocked to rest on their mother's breast as she dances about the sun. I wield the flail of the lashing hail and whiten the green plains under, and then again I dissolve it in rain and laugh as I pass in thunder. I am the daughter of earth and water and the nursling of the sky. I pass through the pores of the ocean and shores. I change, but I cannot die. For after the rain, when with never a stain, the pavilion of heaven is bare, and the winds and sunbeams with their convex gleams build up the blue dome of air. I silently laugh at my own cenotaph, and out of the caverns of rain, like a child from the womb, like a ghost from the tomb, I arise and unbuild it again. Before we continue, let's understand the figure of speech of this poem. The figure of speech of the poem The Cloud is personification. What is personification? Personification is a figure of speech in which non-human things are described as having human attributes. I repeat, personification is a figure of speech in which non-human things are described as having human attributes, which means personification is a figure of speech in which the non-living things are raised in a position of a living things. In this poem, I refers to the cloud. Students, can you tell me whether the clouds are living things or non-living things? Exactly. Clouds are non-living things. As I have already told you, in this poem, I refers to the cloud. The cloud speaks in this poem. It brings fresh showers, carries light shade. It uses the flail and laughs. The cloud also says that it is the daughter of earth and water. In the entire poem, the cloud speaks like a human and also it has human qualities. The cloud is personified throughout the poem. So, the figure of speech is personification. Let's see some other examples of personification. The green field sleeps in the sun. Flowers are begging for water. Lightning danced across the sky. The moon smiled at the stars in the sky. In all these sentences, non-living things are raised in a position of a living things. That is, sleeps, beg, dance, smile. All these are human attributes. Whether the green field sleeps, flowers beg, lightning dances, the moon smiles, never. The non-human things are described as having human attributes. This figure of speech is personification. I hope you all have understood. Dear students, I will explain the poem The Cloud in the next session. Now, I am going to end up this session. Bye for now. Thank you. Have a nice day.